Gateway was the site of one of the more dramatic finishes in the Camping World Truck Series back in 2004. And since we have a moment, we want to show you that. Multiple attempts at green-white checkered finishes.
This is the first attempt at a green-white checker. We had an incident back here about mid-pack. These are the leaders right here. Shane Meal in the 15, Bobby Hamilton.
Up the wall.
Up the wall.
Here goes
and then
a couple
again.
more guys in the top 10. That's Andy Houston squeezes Rick Crawford in the outside wall. So let's start one more time. David Starr's seen all this action. He's seen these guys pushing each other around, so
why not try it again?
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
Chad Chaffin out in front in the 18.
White flag, last flag.
Watch what he does. Excuse me, Chad. I'll be requiring that space.
And David Starr goes on and wins here at Gateway. That was 4 attempts at a green-white checkered finish. And that was actually the last time NASCAR allowed multiple green-white checkers. The very next week, we went into only 1 attempt at a green-white checker.
Until.
That was a special night, a magical night for David Starr. He was hugging Ray.
That's a kind of a big smile by David Starr right there.
He's always got a big smile on his face, doesn't he, Adam?
And surprisingly, he's smiling right now, watching a replay of what happened here in 2004. How often do you go back and replay that night? It was no doubt one of the great finishes in Truck Series history.
Only time I go back and relive it, a lot of times when I come to St. Louis, a lot of the fans say, man, we were here that night. And I remember that night like it was yesterday, the late, great Bobby Hamilton. I remember I was running 5th or 6th all night long, and I said, you know, the best we have here is a 3rd place truck, you know. And when Bobby and Shane Mill took themselves out, it just kind of was like, you know, I got a shot at this thing, you know what I mean? So that was just a great night that night. A lot of fireworks after races, but a lot of fireworks during the race. But it was an exciting night, and it was just great to win that race that night. You just got to be there. You got to put yourself in a situation. If you run in the top 5 week in and week out, if you're up there near the front, you never know what's going to happen. You know, we didn't have the best truck that night. It was good enough to win after Bobby and Shane Mill took themselves out. Mike Skinner didn't have the best truck last year, which he tells me, but he won the race, you know. So sometimes you don't have the best truck, but being there, being right up close to the front is a good thing. Week in and week out, you do that every week, the wins will come however they come, you know. So it's exciting. It's always exciting when we race here at St. Louis. Anywhere the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series goes is exciting. But one thing we won't do is give up. We always fight. The guys work hard on the team. We were always up against a lot of adversity, but when they drop the checker flag, somehow or another, our Zachary Toyota Tundra is usually in the top 10, but we have our work cut out for us tonight. I'm going to have to be smart and give my crew chief good information to try to work on the truck to make it better during the race.
Well, Rick, Michael, and Phil both know there is one lap that you want to lead in every race as a driver. It's the last one, and that's the only one David Starr led in getting that victory here in 2004.